Every rider has heard of the big names: Harley, Honda, BMW, the bikes that dominate showroom floors and magazine covers. But here's the truth most riders never realize. The best machines for real-world riding are often the ones nobody talks about. These bikes deliver comfort on long rides, reliability when you're hundreds of miles from home, and character that no marketing hype can buy. Yet, they sit in the shadows, overlooked and underappreciated. In this video, we're uncovering 6 secret motorcycles, models that deserve a spot in your garage, even if the internet hasn't crowned them with glory. Some are budget-friendly sleepers, others are clever engineering marvels, and one, my personal favorite at number 6, might just surprise you with how much value it offers for the price. Stick around, because whether you're a veteran rider with decades of road experience or someone looking for their next dependable machine, you'll walk away knowing which bikes quietly outperform the flashy crowd.
Number 1. Suzuki V-Strom 650. Let's start with a bike that seasoned riders whisper about, but few new buyers ever notice. The Suzuki V-Strom 650. On paper, it doesn't shout for attention. It's not dripping in chrome, it's not plastered on billboards, and it doesn't carry the prestige badge of a BMW GS. But here's the secret. For real-world riding, this bike punches far above its weight. The V-Strom is built around a rock-solid 645cc V-twin engine, a platform Suzuki has perfected for decades. That means reliability you can trust whether you're carving mountain roads or crossing state lines. It's light enough to handle daily commuting without breaking a sweat, yet stable enough for long-distance touring with full luggage. Riders who own one call it the Swiss Army knife of motorcycles. Not flashy, not loud, but always ready. And here's the kicker. While rivals charge premium prices for adventure machines, the V-Strom 650 delivers nearly the same experience at a fraction of the cost. It's a motorcycle that proves real value isn't in brand hype. It's in miles ridden, trouble-free. Number 2. Honda NC750X. If there's one bike that perfectly shows how perception can blind riders to practicality, it's the Honda NC750X. On the surface, critics call it uninspiring or too plain. It doesn't scream performance numbers, and it won't win a beauty contest against Italian Exotica. But here's what those critics miss. The NC750X was engineered for riders who actually ride, every single day. Its parallel twin engine is tuned for low-end torque, meaning you get smooth, predictable power exactly where you need it, in city traffic, on winding back roads, and during long-distance hauls. Add to that Honda's legendary fuel efficiency, and suddenly you've got a machine that can push 70 mpg while still feeling comfortable at highway speeds. One of its most clever tricks? The storage compartment where the gas tank usually sits, big enough to hold a full-face helmet. It's a small detail, but for commuters and tourers, it's life-changing. Here's the truth. The NC750X isn't built to impress your buddies at the coffee shop. It's built to keep you riding farther, longer, and cheaper. And for riders who care about miles more than hype, that makes it one of the smartest buys out there. Number 3. Kawasaki Versys 650. The Kawasaki Versys 650 is the kind of bike that quietly wins riders over. Not by shouting about horsepower, but by proving itself mile after mile. At first glance, it confuses people. Part sport bike, part adventure tour, part commuter. That mix means it doesn't fit neatly into one category, so many overlook it. But for riders who give it a chance, the Versys 650 becomes a trusted companion. Its parallel twin engine delivers smooth, usable power across the rev range, making it equally at home slicing through city traffic or eating up highway miles. The upright seating position and long travel suspension create surprising comfort, especially on rough roads where sport bikes struggle. And with Kawasaki's reputation for durability, the Versys quietly outlasts many of its flashier rivals. What really sets it apart is versatility. Need a daily commuter? Done. Planning a cross-country ride with a luggage strapped on? No problem. Unlike bikes that force you into one style of riding, the Versys adapts to yours. It may not carry the prestige of a BMW or the rugged image of a big ADV machine, but here's the truth. For real riders who want one bike to do it all, the Versys 650 delivers in spades. Number 4. Moto Guzzi V7. Some motorcycles don't just take you places, they take you back in time. The Moto Guzzi V7 is one of those rare machines. Park it next to a lineup of modern bikes and it stands out instantly.
Air-cooled engine, exposed shaft drive, and that unmistakable transverse V-twin? To many, it looks old-fashioned. To those who know better, it's living history on two wheels. The V7 isn't built to break speed records. Instead, it delivers character. The kind of mechanical heartbeat you feel through the seat, the bars, and even your boots. Every ride reminds you why motorcycles captured your imagination in the first place. It's smooth enough for daily use, yet raw enough to make every mile feel special. And here's the part most riders overlook. Moto Guzzi has quietly refined the V7 with modern reliability. Fuel injection, ABS, and better build quality mean you get classic charm without the headaches of old machines. It won't appeal to everyone, and that's exactly why it deserves attention. For riders who value soul over spec sheets, the V7 is more than just a bike. It's a statement that motorcycling is about passion, not popularity.
Number 5. Suzuki V-Strom 650. If there's one motorcycle that proves you don't need a heavyweight machine to conquer distance, it's the Suzuki V-Strom 650. Adventure riders who've logged hundreds of thousands of miles will quietly tell you this is the bike that just keeps going. Yet, because it lacks the size and flash of its 1000cc plus cousins, many riders overlook it. The V-Strom 650 combines balance, reliability, and comfort in a way few bikes manage. Its V-twin engine is smooth and forgiving, with enough punch to handle highways while still being approachable for newer riders. Add a generous fuel tank and excellent fuel efficiency, and you've got a range that rivals much bigger machines. What makes it truly shine is versatility. With proper luggage, it transforms into a cross-country tourer. Strip it down, and it becomes a nimble daily commuter. It's light enough for confidence, yet strong enough for real-world travel, from city streets to gravel back roads. The truth is, the V-Strom 650 doesn't care about trends. It was built to take you places reliably, affordably, and without drama.
For riders who value the journey over bragging rights, it might just be the ultimate do-it-all motorcycle. Number 6. Royal Enfield Himalayan. The Royal Enfield Himalayan is proof that you don't need a $20,000 adventure bike to explore the world. Built with simplicity at its core, this single-cylinder machine quietly wins hearts wherever the road or trail leads. To some, its modest 411cc engine sounds underwhelming, but ride it once and you realize that adventure isn't about speed. It's about confidence, durability, and the freedom to go anywhere. The Himalayan excels in places where bigger bikes struggle. Its low seat height and forgiving power delivery make it approachable for riders of all sizes and skill levels. On rocky trails or uneven roads, the long travel suspension and rugged frame inspire confidence. And when you're far from the nearest mechanic, the bike's mechanical simplicity becomes its greatest strength. Most riders chasing horsepower will dismiss it. That's their mistake. For budget-conscious adventurers who dream of backroads, mountain passes, or even cross-country touring at their own pace, the Himalayan delivers more joy per dollar than almost any other bike. It may not be flashy, but here's the secret. Once you've lived with one, it earns a permanent spot in your garage and in your heart. So there you have it. 6 motorcycles that rarely make the headlines, yet deliver the kind of riding experience most hyped machines can only dream of. From the practicality of the Honda CB500X to the soulful charm of the Moto Guzzi V7 and the rugged simplicity of the Royal Enfield Himalayan, these bikes prove one thing. Real motorcycling isn't about brand prestige or horsepower numbers. It's about trust, comfort, and the joy of the ride. The next time you're tempted by shiny marketing or peer pressure, remember that the true hidden gems are often the ones overlooked in the corner of the showroom. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these underrated bikes caught your attention the most? Have you owned one, or maybe ridden one on a memorable trip? Share your stories in the comments. If you found this video helpful, hit like, subscribe, and share it with your riding buddies. And if you want to know 5 deadly motorcycle mistakes you don't know you're going, click here now.